Hi, I'm Roseanne Vanella, professional mediator and founder of Advanced Mediation Solutions. As we're working through the COVID-19 crisis, we're offering you some tips on how divorcing couples and separating couples can kind of work through many issues that you might be dealing with. We've been doing a series of these video clips to give you these tips. And today, again, I have with me Natasha Weston, who is a psychotherapist here in Moorestown, New Jersey, and is in private practice and has many, many, many years of experience. Hi, Natasha. It's good to see you again.
Hi, Roseanne. It's good to see you too.
So today, the first video actually that we did was talking about how we ourselves, the couples, can calm themselves and release some of the anxiety that they're feeling. And we felt that was the first step before you could actually help anybody else within your household or your loved ones. And today we're going to talk about focusing on the children. When we mediate at Advanced Mediation Solutions and couples have children, the absolute first thing we do is create a parenting agreement. And we do that for several reasons, but the most important reason is because children are vulnerable and children need to be taken care of first. So that's kind of the next step in the process that we're talking about. So Natasha is here today to lend some tips on how to really focus on your children when you yourselves are feeling so much anxiety.
Hi again. So yes, I've thought of about 5 tips that could really help parents help their children through this crisis. And I'm going to go through them quickly and then maybe we'll add a little bit. The first tip is to avoid unnecessarily traumatizing our children through this time with too much media.
Shut the TV off.
Turn the TV off. Answer your children's questions short and sweet, honestly, but using age-appropriate language and remembering to try not to scare them more than they need to just enough for them to take this seriously. Number 2 is understand and empathize with your children's struggles. Your children are mostly going to be missing their normal lives, their school, their friends, and their struggles may seem much smaller in comparison than yours. It's still incredibly important to understand what they're going through from their perspective.
And I'm sorry, Natasha, that would just kind of be like, validating what they're feeling. So instead of trying to push it down and make them feel like, oh, that's not happening, or don't worry about that, or it's not that bad, just acknowledge how bad they're feeling and let them sit with that and move on.
Try to avoid saying yes, but you should be grateful for what you have.
Right, no buts.
Just say yes, I get it. That makes sense. Keep that short and sweet and simple too. The next one is to add some healthy, loving perspective. Might even be some lighthearted humor at this point, like, who knew you would miss school so much? You're going to notice that your children are going to be good at starting to put things into perspective for themselves once they feel understood and cared for. The next one is brainstorm creative solutions together. Again, the important piece here is to listen to your children. They're going to have some creative solutions about things they want to do. They might want to make thank you cards for a health worker they know. They might want to take the dog for a walk. You might be surprised at how productive and helpful they want to be just simply because they're bored.
Just encourage it.
It's okay. To put in your own ideas of what they could do, but don't push them. Avoid power struggles right now at all cost, and really, really listen and encourage their ideas. The last one is really important because there's going to be more conflict at times like this when everybody's cooped up together. It's really important to remember to use consequences instead of punishments. Really make the consequence connected to the mistake or the infraction, and try hard not to limit screen time as a consequence right now. That's going to be their lifeline to their friends.
Mhm.
So
That's a good point, Natasha, because this has come up with a couple of parents that I've spoken to, that they're basically taking off the restrictions because this is really the only sense of socialization that they have right now with their friends.
it's still important to teach our children, I'll call them repair skills, like
Hmm.
empathy skills and repair skills. But repair, my favorite consequence is usually just a simple apology. And if
Yep.
it's a big infraction, it could be an apology letter. But there are ways that we can really hold our children accountable without over or harshly punishing them right now.
These are all wonderful tips, Natasha. And if I could just add, one more is I always tell couples as we're working through the divorce process to be an example, because children are going to look to their parents right now for guidance and support. And also just be aware of how you're acting in front of your children, because they're going to pick up on that. So we hope
So
that.
if you don't want them to yell, it's really important for us to remember not to,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. We all need to check ourselves.
And also for
So,
us to repair. So if we do make a mistake and yell, because everybody does, then we can say sorry. All kinds of different ways to role model. And it
that's
is a great
great.
idea, right?
That's great. We hope that these tips helped you today, and stay tuned. We'll be having more tips as time goes on. Feel free to visit us at either website. You can go to advancedmediationsolutions.net for more tips, or you can visit Natasha on her website. Natasha, your website is?
www.westonpsychotherapy.com.
Excellent. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye. Thanks, Natasha.
You're welcome. Be safe.